Hello, this is Dr. Lovely, and welcome back. This is the botting on RuneScape. So, last episode I showed you how to mine using a bot. And this episode I'm going to show you how to drop said ores, so whenever your bot is finished mining, it can drop your inventory and it can continue to mine. So, this one's it's simpler. So, basically what we're going to do is, in our last one, we scan this last box, and then we go to an exit, and your label. Except now, whenever, instead of going to your label for an exit, you're going to go to this next macro. This macro is going to drop your entire inventory. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to do a pixel scan again, and we're going to scan our entire inventory. And we're going to scan our inventory, and we're going to search for, since this is common between all ores, since this is a mining bot, we're going to scan for this as opposed to the colors. So this does get a little bit risky because this floor is kind of the same color, but it works. Just trust me, it works. So now we found that, and we're going to name this something decisive, such as ore inventory. And then we're going to go ore inventory. Oh, want it capitalized. Gotta follow camel casing. I said follow camel casing. Okie dokie. So that's that. So now we're gonna, now that we have now scanned, now we have it located. Much like the last one, we're gonna go to move, and we're gonna move to that location. We're going to go to ore inventory X, and then we're going to go to ore inventory Y. So that will move us to the ore in our inventory, just like that. So it's always important to test it to see where exactly you're going. This puts you right dab in the middle of the ore, which is really good, because now whenever we go to do our random, we're just going to steal these randoms from over here. Again, if you can't find the randoms, if you don't have the code from the last one, and you're just here for the dropbot, you go to command, find command, and you go random. And that will allow you to bring up this tab like this, and now you can do that. So since this is slap dab in the middle, we don't want to go any more up, so we don't want any negative. So we'll set that to 0, and then we'll have that to 15 for our random values. So now, whenever we go here, oh, we haven't added the move yet. So we're going to go to our move, and we're going to go to our random values. We're going to go rand x and rand y. Rand y. Okay, and now we're going to... Oh, hello. Oh, forgot to click this important thing, the relative button. If you don't click the relative button, I don't think I touched on that in this last one. If you don't click the relative button, it will not go to, it won't be relative. So instead of going to, 0, 0 from your original pick, it'll go to 0, 0 up here, which is not good. That's not what you want. So let's see. It should work now. Yep, that's random. Yep, that's most definitely random. Awesome. So now that we're there, we're going to throw in a little bit of weight because we're going to do a click next. It doesn't matter what key you select. I just pick backspace because I have to backspace out of things all the time, so it's just habit. So we're going to go there, and now we're going to right click as opposed to the last one, left click. This is where this gets a little bit more complicated. So whenever we click here, we're going to right click, and as you see, the drop down menu occurs. So we want to drop this, which means we need to find this drop. Now we can't use a pixel search here because you're not looking for a pixel. If you're looking for white, you'll just go straight to the used. So instead of a pixel search, we have to use a... First we got to select this area. You want to go a little bit over because the menu can pop up outside of your inventory. So you want to go a little bit big, and you're going to use an image search. Now, I've already made this, but the way you're going to do this is basically you're going to right click, you're going to press the print screen button. It's normally above your inserts, it's in the lines with the function keys, and now that you have that print screen, you're going to open up your favorite video editor, not video editor, image editor. You can use Paint, Photoshop, GIMP, whatever you want. Everyone has Paint. Everyone can use Paint. So I'm going to use Paint. So basically, you just paste that in there, and you want to find this drop. So you're going to zoom in nice and close onto this drop, and you are going to come over. You're going to highlight this drop, and you're going to cut drop out of this picture. You're going to copy it, and you're going to go to File, New. Do you want to save? No, you don't want to save that, but you do want to save that. So you're going to zoom in. You want to make sure that there's no white boxes around this. So sometimes it pops up like this. What you want to do is you want to drag these little lines until it's nothing but color. Because if it's anything but color, it'll try to find that white line as well, and it won't be there. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to come and save this. And you want to save it as something that you're going to remember, that you're going to know that you can find, and you want to keep it somewhere so if you want to make more things, so say you want to drop all bot, you can have the drop all in the same spot so you have all your stuff. It's just organization stuff. So I already have one, but we're going to name this one Drop for You, you know? Because it's for you. So now you have that saved. So just to show you that this works, we're going to go here, and we're not going to use the one that I had. No, we're going to use the one that I made just for you. And now we're going to save this as drop X, and we're going to save it as drop Y, because again, it's important that you save it as a memorable variable name. Because if you come back to this months later and you need to borrow something from it, you know, like I did with this, I needed this random. It's just easier to take the random from here and move it over here. If you want to copy it, you already have it ready to go. Oh, I'm missing an endif. Oh no, just gotta move that endif down. So that's important. You want to make sure that this search is inside of this search. Because if not, what'll happen, it'll search and then it won't find anything, and it's just, you want to make sure that this gets searched for inside of this. So, yeah. So after we find drop, we're going to want to move to drop. It's pretty repetitive. That's one of the great things about coding is, you know, once you have something, you can use it for almost anything. If you keep all of your code, you'll have something for everything. So this will move it to drop. So let's just give that a test. Oh, no. Yeah, that'll move it to drop. So as you see, boom, right on the drop. Let's give it another test. That one did not move to drop. That's because there is no wait in between this right click and here. So it searched for the drop, but it wasn't there yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw in a little wait here. Going to go 200 seconds. Again, these times are arbitrary. If your computer can load it faster, have it at a lower time. You know, whatever your computer is capable of. Mine, not capable of it. So there we go. And just like anything in science, if it's repeatable, that means it's right. So this moves it right dab in the center. So we're going to come back here. We're going to steal this because we use it so much to make sure that we don't get banned. Obviously, none of these ban tactics are 100%, but they help. They do help. So this one, we want to have it really wide because as you can see, whenever we come here, we can go all the way over here and still be able to select it. Now, we do have very little up and down movement, so we're going to have that lowered a bit, and we're going to lower that to like 5 something. Again, arbitrary numbers, it doesn't matter. You find what works for you, and then we'll move there. So let's see this bad boy in action. There we go. That was random. Right in the middle, right in the middle. That one's all the way down. And now, very simple, we're going to throw in another wait. Wait for 200 seconds. I find that 200 works pretty well for my setup, but you could go for something different for you, you know? It boils down to whatever works for you. But this is just a rough outline of how you can do it. So now, oh, hi there. Oh, just public? I didn't know that. Man, can you tell how much I play? So, yeah, now we're just going to drop it. So now, boom, didn't click a single thing. Now it's just a matter of, so we're going to pick that back up so we have a full inventory, and now we're just going to loop it. Now, you know, an inventory is of 28, but you want to go a little bit more just for those cases when things don't work out. You want to put in a little bit of wiggle room for your code, because obviously this is not your advanced 200k XP per hour. It might be. I don't know. I haven't done the math for it yet, but you know, it's dropping. So you want to give it a little bit of wiggle room, just in case, you know, it doesn't work all the time. So let's give this bad boy a run. 30 runs, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so that run, we had some left over. Screw off, Mr. Pirate. No, go away. Okay, so we're going to walk here. Walk here, whatever. Okay, so we're going to go here, and the reason that we still have some left over is because it was searching, clicking, and then clicking on the same one. And that's because we're missing another weight. So we're just going to copy this weight, put it here, and that should fix everything. So I'm going to try to pick up all this iron before it, well, all this tin before it despawns. Click, 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 click. There we go. And we're going to see this bad boy run again. So let's let it go. And there we go. We now have an empty inventory ready for some mining. And, oh, missed that one. Missed that one. Okay, so we're going to go back over to 10. Since I've got you here, let's go ahead and show you how to add these together. So this go to right here, instead of going to an exit, you're going to want this to go to your second macro. And then that will start this, which will drop it. And at the end of this, oh man, give me 1 second. Okay, so since this one's looped 30 times, you just want to put a go to. Oh, no, not a wait. We want to put a go to. And that go to goes back to macro 1 and it'll start all over. So if we run macro 1, oh right, it's still set for iron. So we want to change that back to whatever you're mining. Works with any color as long as it's a color. And I think this one is, yeah, that's still set for 10. Okay, that's perfect. So if we run this, hello, yeah, there we go. We'll mine it, and then just to speed this along, once we get this, no, don't go there. We'll put it there, and then it'll scan for that. Uh-oh, uh-oh. And then it'll drop it, and then it'll go back to 1. Just like that. So now you have a completely functioning, self-sufficient AFK mining bot, which is a feat. And oh, that's a little bit too high, isn't it? And obviously, you know, sometimes bugs, you gotta iron it out. That's just how code works, especially something in this little bit of spaghetti. But it works. That's what's important. And now you can AFK mine for as long as you want. So that's gonna be all. Oh, just don't touch your mouse. That's basically what this boils down to. You touch your mouse, it's gonna mess up. But this is something you turn on, go to work, go to school, you know, go take a nap, whatever you want. You need to go take a shower, but you want to do some mining. This is the code. This is what you're gonna do. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did find it helpful, don't forget to drop a like. Let me know down in the comments that it was helpful. If you see any problems, let me know. I'm always trying to improve my botting ability. I think making bots is the greatest thing around. And yeah, if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and I'll come out with more. So yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. Oh right, my next video should be about running these things that you mine, well, at least how to make something that, say you want to bank this iron because you know you want to go bank this tin so you can go smelt it later. Next video will be showing you how you can make code to bank these things as opposed to just dropping them on the floor. So turning it into a research gathering bot as opposed to just an XP bot. So yeah, you want to see that? Subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.